real quick, I've been getting messages. This is becoming like the expose podcast, a completely unnecessary expose podcast. There's a chain that was brought to my attention on Facebook. I'm not sure if he wants me to say his name or not. He wanted me to bring to everyone's attention a chain called Second and Charles. So Second and Charles is a used media store. They do books, they do music, they do games. I guess sort of like a I don't know, what's another equivalent to these? These are starting to pop up all over though. Like Game Exchange does music and movies as well, but this does books. These are located. Let's see where these are located. Looks like there's about 30 or so locations. Eastern Seaboard, Alabama, Colorado. Oh, and also the Midwest and out west. Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, and Virginia. South, Eastern Seaboard, non-Northeast, and Midwest, and a little bit of South. So, I said that already, Pat. You said South twice. So anyway, so you trade in your games and media. After you drop off your stuff, we'll give you a claim ticket. Be sure and hold on to that little guy, because that's how you get your money credit later. You can browse the stacks while you're looking at your stuff. You should look at our stuff. We got used books, CDs, DVDs, video games, vinyl records, e-readers, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes peeled for your claim number on one of our screens. When it appears, head on back to the buyback counter. Cool idea. You can shop instead of just waiting. The moment of truth. Based on the condition of your stuff and current store inventory, one of two things will happen. We'll offer you the option of cash or store credit, or we'll tell you to get the hell out because your stuff sucks. No, we'll return your items to you. If number two happens, please don't feel bad. It's nothing personal. It's not you, it's us. Okay? So, someone on Facebook got in touch with me and wanted to let me know that they had a change in policy recently, and it's detrimental to sort of the retro game community, and it pertains to how GameStop's policy of destroying products. Well, this could be a policy, unfortunately, we're going to see play out as well. So this is our sort of back and forth. Pat, messaging you on here because I don't know how to email you. Well, you recently talked about how GameStop was destroying items. There's a company out here called Second and Charles that you may not know about. It's owned by Books A Million and takes in all kinds of retro items from albums to comics, games, etc. They have a buyback counter that typically offers 20% value, 5% cash. Holy shit, that low? 20% value, which is extremely low. 5% cash, which is fucking criminal, for different items. They use VGPC, which is price charting, eBay, and their own store system to get these prices. They recently offered $8 for a Castlevania 4. Holy God. If it gives you any idea of how fucking classy they are. He's being facetious. Items that they can't take, for whatever reason, are given back to the owner. If the owner has an item that they no longer want but they can't accept, then the item goes to the free bin. This bin is designated for various items and is out front of the store where people can take items that simply aren't wanted. So if you come up with a old Atari 2600 game that they can't sell or don't want, they have a bin there that you can throw it into that at least some good might come of it. For the past 2 years, myself and many collectors have picked up tons of games and systems in the free bin. From NES's and SNES systems to various games, typically systems are in that bin because they quote-unquote won't work or are too dirty. 5 Minutes of Love and myself, he worded that wrong. 5 Minutes of Love and me and several others have brought systems back to life. Okay, I reworded that to be a little bit more straightforward. This past weekend, I came in after noticing a decline in games and systems in that free bin and saw several 360 systems, an NES, and a heavy 6 or 2600 system ready to go. I asked if I could take them, and they said no. So they weren't in the bin yet. This is Pat. They weren't in the bin yet. I guess that they were ready to go in there. I asked why. They said because all unaccepted gaming systems are now being destroyed. Yes, in case the caps didn't translate, they're destroying all gaming systems when they're to go to the free bin. The company has numerous locations and across the U.S. are now intentionally reducing items from the public. Woo! Thanks again, Ian. I hope you're feeling better. Eat a bag of dicks. Smiley face. I asked him what location. He said this was Athens, Georgia. I asked him if this was nationwide company policy as far as he knew. He said, it's my understanding it's corporate mandate. I got confirmation last night. I asked if they don't have training to clean systems games, and I asked him where he got the confirmation from. He said a store manager told him it was this now the corporate mandate about throwing away systems. And I'm guessing games, but he's definitely said the systems here, which is bad enough. He says, and if they're dirty, they won't take them either. Oh, it includes games, I asked. I asked, what qualifies as an unacceptable game? Meaning they can't take them in, they can take them in but cannot sell. He said, dirty labels, pins with light corrosion, dings to labels, basic things. They will take something that will need a basic wipe off, but if it requires more than a minute or two of time, then it's refused or trashed. Okay. So we have a more than regional used media store that deals in video games that used to have a free bin of games and systems that they couldn't either sell themselves or didn't want to deal with because they were dirty, didn't want to use a freaking rubbing alcohol and Q-tip to bring them back to life, whichever. Or they think looked dirty from the outset. That they give only 20% trade credit, 5% cash for. They, at least according to this person, I've never been to a Second and Charles. You can tell me in the comments how on target this guy's. They at least had a free bin to give back out to people so they wouldn't throw it out. But now he's telling me it's a corporate mandate to toss these systems they don't think don't work or can't sell. They think they can't sell it on television, throw it out. Don't even give it away to someone. Or don't even give it to someone to give to a fucking Goodwill or put on eBay or to give away to or sell at a flea market. Some good comes from it. Or if a game looks a little bit too dirty, the label or even the pins, they'll try to clean it. But if it's too busy or if it's like, oh, well, screw it, just throw it away. That's unfucking acceptable, if that's true. So I would not tell you to go bother the corporate Second and Charles, but maybe email them or contact your local store and ask if that's true. They have a customer service email number. There's a media inquiry. Am I a journalist? Should I call him? I can ask about if this is true. If I can do my follow-up. I'm a podcaster. I'm a codster. I'm a podcaster, damn it. I don't have time for this journalism and following up with shit. I'll take his word from it. From Athens, Georgia. I'll take James's word for it. Won't say his last name. He's semi-anonymous. That they unfortunately, Second and Charles, are now no longer giving back to the public shit they can't sell or things broken. They're just going to chuck it. Go to your local store, lodge a complaint. If you want to get in touch with corporate, feel free to do that and saying, okay, be nice. Don't harass. I'll be like, hey, listen, I disagree with this policy. It'd be better for you, for your reputation, and you'll help preserve items for the public, for those less fortunate, perhaps even give it away to a Salvation Army or a Goodwill versus throwing it into the fucking garbage. That's no good. No one wins in that scenario.